Positive thinking is the fastest way to raise your vibration so that you can attract the life of your dreams. Listen to this for motivation for 21 days, and you will see your world transform. Positive thinking is a very powerful tool. Remember to feel gratitude for all you already have and all that you are in the process of manifesting. Everything you desire is simply waiting for you. In this infinite field of consciousness, your gratitude will maximize your power of manifestation. Now just relax and listen.
Have you ever stopped to consider the power of your imagination? Not the fleeting daydreams or the idle thoughts that pass through your mind, but the focused, intentional use of your imagination to shape your reality. It is no coincidence that we were created with the ability to envision, to dream, and to see beyond the limitations of our present circumstances. This gift is no ordinary thing. It is a divine tool, given by the Creator Himself, to co-author the story of our lives. In the sacred scriptures it is written, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." These words carry a truth so profound that it echoes across time and space, inviting us to delve deeper into the mystery of our existence. Have you ever truly grasped the magnitude of this statement? It suggests that your thoughts, your inner beliefs, and the images you hold in your mind are not just abstract notions. They are the architects of your reality. What you imagine with conviction becomes the blueprint of your life. Close your eyes for a moment and envision the life you desire. Picture it in vivid detail. The house you dream of, the peace you long for, the relationships you cherish, the success you yearn to achieve. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Now here's the question. Does it feel real to you, or does doubt begin to creep in, whispering that such a life is impossible, that your dreams are too big, too far out of reach? Doubt is the thief of destiny, yet it is powerless in the face of unwavering faith. And here lies the great paradox. Faith is not just a belief of what is seen, it is the evidence of things unseen. Faith is the cornerstone of imagination, the engine that brings the invisible into the visible, the intangible into the tangible. Without faith, imagination becomes an idle wanderer, a vessel without a rudder. But with faith, it becomes a force that can move mountains, break chains, and create miracles. Consider the stories of old tales of triumph, faith, and divine intervention. When the walls of Jericho fell, it was not by might, but by belief in the divine promise. When David faced Goliath, it was not his skill that ensured victory, but his unwavering conviction that the battle was already won in the spiritual realm. These are not just historical accounts, they are eternal lessons, teaching us that the unseen is far more powerful than the seen. They reveal a truth that many overlook: your imagination. When fueled by faith, you have the power to rewrite your story. Imagine the world around you as malleable like clay in the hands of a potter. You are the artist, and your imagination is the tool through which you shape this clay. What will you create? Will you allow fear and doubt to ruin your creation, leaving it incomplete and unrecognizable? Or will you dare to dream boldly, to see the masterpiece before it is finished, trusting that every stroke, every detail will manifest exactly as you envisioned it? But here's the challenge. Imagination is not a passive act. It requires focus, intention, and discipline. How often do we allow our minds to wander into the realm of fear, replaying past failures or imagining worst-case scenarios? How often do we plant seeds of doubt and wonder why we reap a harvest of disappointment? The mind is fertile ground and every thought a seed. What are you planting today? Are your thoughts aligned with abundance, joy, and success? Or are they rooted in lack, fear, and limitation? The Creator has given us the ability to imagine, so that we might partake in the divine act of creation. This is not a power reserved for a chosen few, but a birthright for all who dare to believe. Yet it is a power that must be stewarded with care. To imagine without faith is like building a house without a foundation. It may look beautiful for a moment, but it will not stand. Have you ever wondered why you were given the ability to dream of things that seem beyond your reach? Could it be that your imagination is not a cruel trick, but a glimpse into the life that is waiting for you? What if your dreams are not just fantasies, but whispers from the divine, guiding you toward your true purpose? The world may try to convince you that reality is fixed, that you are bound by circumstances, that your dreams are impractical, but do not believe it. The truth is, reality bends to the will of a focused imagination. What you hold in your mind with faith and persistence must come to pass. The physical world is merely a reflection of the spiritual. The question is not whether your dreams are possible, but whether you have the courage to see them as already real. As you listen to these words, pause and reflect. What are you imagining for your life? Are you envisioning abundance, peace, and joy? Or are you allowing the shadows of fear and doubt to dictate your vision? The time has come to take control of your imagination, to wield it with purpose and faith, for within you lies the power to create a life beyond your wildest dreams, a life that reflects the desires of your heart and the divine will of God. Let us now explore the principles that will unlock the full potential of your imagination. Together, we will uncover the keys to manifesting the life that you were always meant to live. Begin with clarity of vision. The first step in manifesting your life using imagination is to begin with a clarity of vision. Clarity is not a mere suggestion. It is a necessity. Without it, the journey toward your desires becomes like wandering in a dense fog, unsure of where you are headed. To create the life you envision, you must first define what you truly want in explicit, vivid detail. Imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. Chaos would follow. The same principle applies to your life. Your imagination is the tool, but clarity is the blueprint. Think about this. How often do you wish for success, happiness, or fulfillment without specifying what those things mean to you? You may say, I want a better life, but what does a better life look like? Is it financial freedom, a loving relationship, inner peace? The Creator operates in specificity, not in vagueness. He asks you to write the vision. Why? Because clarity is the language of creation. When your vision is clear, your imagination has a defined target to bring it into reality. Start by closing your eyes and visualize the life you want. Do not just see it, immerse yourself in it. What does your ideal day look like from the moment you wake up to the time you rest? Imagine every detail. See the surroundings, feel the emotions, and hear the sounds. Are you living in a peaceful home, driving the car of your dreams, building meaningful relationships, whatever your desires may be? Allow your imagination to paint a picture so vivid that it feels real. Clarity also requires honesty. You must ask yourself what you truly desire, not what others expect of you, not what society deems acceptable, but what your heart genuinely longs for. Many people fail to manifest their dreams because they are pursuing goals that do not resonate with their true selves. They are chasing what looks good on the outside while neglecting the inner calling of their soul. The Creator does not bless in authenticity. He blesses alignment, when your desires align with who you are and your purpose He has set within you. When the doors of opportunity begin to open. Now here is an essential truth. Clarity brings focus, and focus amplifies power. Imagine sunlight passing through a magnifying glass. The light, when scattered, warms the surface, but when focused, it has the power to ignite fire. Your imagination works the same way. When your vision is scattered, your energy is diffused, and your results inconsistent. But when your focus of imagination is specific with a clear vision, your power to create becomes unstoppable. Clarity also helps you overcome doubt. When you are uncertain about what you want, doubt has room to grow. It whispers, "Are you sure this is what you want? What if it's not?" But when your vision is clear, doubt has no foothold. You are grounded in certainty, and this certainty fuels your faith. Faith is the cornerstone of manifestation, and it flourishes in the soil of clarity. Clarity is a declaration to the universe. When you define your desires with precision, you are sending a clear message: this is what I want, and I am ready to receive it now. The universe responds to clarity with opportunities, resources, and divine guidance. It begins to rearrange itself to align with your vision. But remember, the clearer your message, the clearer the response. Take a moment now to reflect on your vision. If you were to describe your ideal life to someone, could you do so in vivid detail? If not, it's time to refine your vision. Write it down, keep it before you, and revisit it often. When your vision is clear and your imagination becomes the force that brings it to life, feel it as already real. The second key to manifesting your life is through imagination. Feel your desires as if they are already real. This is where imagination moves from mere visualization to powerful creation. It is not enough to see your dreams in your mind. You must feel them in your heart. Emotion is the language of the subconscious mind, and it is through emotion that you communicate with the divine power within you. Imagine this. You're planting a seed in the soil. The seed represents your vision, but emotion is the water that nurtures it. Without emotion, your vision remains dormant, unable to grow. When you feel your dream as real, you activate the divine energy that breathes life into them. Your imagination must not only see the end result, but also experience the joy, gratitude, and fulfillment of already having achieved it. Faith is often described as the substance of things. Faith is not merely intellectual belief, it is the emotional conviction. To manifest your desires, you must align your emotions with your vision. If you want to live in abundance, feel abundant now. If you desire peace, embody peace in this moment. The key is to act as if the outcome is already yours, not someday in the distant future, but here and now. Here's a powerful practice. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in the life you desire. Picture every detail as vivid as possible. Now go deeper. What does it feel like to live the life you imagine? The joy of waking up in the home you've always dreamed of. The gratitude of experiencing financial freedom, or the love that fills your heart in a meaningful relationship. Allow these emotions to flood your being. Feel them so deeply that they become a part of you. Emotion creates energy, and energy is magnetic. When you radiate the emotions of your desired life, the universe responds to that energy, removing obstacles in miraculous ways. If you send out signals of lack, fear, or doubt, the universe will mirror that back to you. But when you emit gratitude, joy, and confidence, you draw those experiences into your reality. Many people struggle with this principle because they focus on what they lack rather than what they desire. They say, "I'll feel happy when I achieve this," or "I'll feel grateful when I have that." But this approach reverses the natural order of creation. You must feel first, and the manifestation will follow as you train your imagination to feel. The end result, you align yourself with the frequency of your desires. Another important aspect is persistence. Feeling your dreams is real is not a one-time exercise. It's a daily practice. Make it a habit. A habit must be cultivated each morning before you face the world. Take a few moments to step into your imagined reality. Each night, as you close your eyes, let gratitude fill your heart. For the life you are creating, these moments of gratitude anchor your vision. Faith sets the wheels of creation in motion. Remember that feeling is not just an inward experience. It influences your outward actions. When you feel as though your desires are already real, you naturally begin to act in ways that align with that reality. You carry yourself with confidence, make decisions with clarity, and approach challenges with resilience. Your actions become a reflection of your imagined reality, accelerating its manifestation. Persistence is the fuel that keeps your imagination alive, even in the face of doubts and challenges. It is one thing to dream boldly, to dream a better future, but it's another to hold that vision when the world around you seems to contradict it. Doubt is inevitable. It will creep in, whispering lies that your dreams are too big, your efforts are futile, and your vision unattainable. But here is the truth. Doubt has no power unless you give it power. Persistence is your shield, the unshakable force that keeps you aligned with your vision. Consider this. Every great achievement throughout history has faced resistance. Whether it's the seedling breaking through the soil or a visionary defying societal norms, challenges are not a sign of failure, but a test of resolve. When you persist despite doubts, you send a clear signal to the universe and your own subconscious mind. I believe in my vision and I will not waver. This belief acts as a magnet, drawing the resources, opportunities, and guidance needed to manifest your desires. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening. The lie is that your dreams are too big, your efforts are futile, and your vision is unattainable. But here is the truth. Doubt has no power unless you give it power. Persistence, your shield, the unshakable force that keeps you aligned with your vision. Every great achievement throughout history has always faced resistance. The sculptor persists, knowing that each stripe, the masterpiece within the stone, becomes closer to reality. Your imagination works the same way. Doubts are the hard surface of the marble, and persistence is the chisel that carves your dreams into existence. Without persistence, your vision remains trapped unrealized beneath the surface. To persist despite doubts, you must train your mind to focus on the promise, not the problem. The scriptures remind us to walk by faith, not by sight. This means you must hold onto your vision, even when your current reality does not reflect it. Doubt often arises from the gap between where you are and where you want to be. But remember, this gap is not evidence of failure. It is the space where a transformation occurs. Your persistence is the bridge that closes the gap. One practical way to persist is to surround yourself with reminders of your vision. Write it down. Create a vision board. Keep a journal of your gratitude for the progress you've made. These tools anchor you to your dreams, providing motivation when doubt tries to pull you away. Additionally, guard your imagination from negativity. Limit your exposure to voices, situations, or environments that sow seeds of doubt. Instead, seek out inspirational books, speeches, and individuals who uplift and encourage you. Persistence also requires patience. Your Creator works in perfect timing, and your role is to remain faithful while the unseen forces align to bring your vision to life. Do not be discouraged by delays. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth and preparation. Often, the waiting period is where you develop the strength, wisdom, and resilience needed to sustain blessings you are about to receive. As you persist, remember to celebrate small victories along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is evidence of your vision becoming reality. These moments of progress build momentum and reaffirm your faith, making it easier to keep going when challenges arise. Persistence is not about ignoring doubts, but overcoming them. It is about choosing to believe your vision even when circumstances tempt you to give up. When you persist despite doubts, you honor the Creator's gift of imagination, demonstrating you trust the process and the divine timing that governs all things. So hold fast to your vision. Persist, and you will see the manifestation of your dreams. Remove negative thoughts. Your imagination is a sacred space, a fertile ground where the seeds of your desires are planted. But just as a garden requires protection from weeds, your imagination must be guarded against negative thoughts. Negativity is a toxin that pollutes your creative power, stifling your ability to manifest the life you envision to create, the reality you desire. You must actively remove negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations of faith, hope, and gratitude. Negative thoughts often stem from fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears are natural, but must not be allowed to take root in your imagination. When you dwell on fear, you give it life, and it begins to shape your reality. The scriptures remind us God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. This means you have the authority to take control of your thoughts, to reject fear, and choose faith instead. Begin by becoming aware of your thought patterns. What do you tell yourself when you face challenges? Are your inner dialogues filled with doubt, self-criticism? It's time to interrupt those patterns. When a negative thought arises, do not entertain it. Instead, counter it with a positive affirmation. For example, I can't do this. Replace it with, I am capable and I am equipped for this challenge. Over time, these affirmations rewire your mind, shifting your focus from fear to faith. Another effective way to remove negative thoughts is through prayer and meditation. These practices allow you to quiet the noise of the world and tune into the divine presence within. In moments of stillness, you can release your fears and doubts, laying them at the feet of the Creator as you make room for the peace and clarity. Prayer is not just a request for help. It is a declaration of trust, a way of saying, I believe in my vision. I trust the process. It is also important to monitor the influences around you. What kind of energy do you allow into your life? Are you surrounded by negativity, whether in the form of relationships, media, or environments? If so, take deliberate steps to distance yourself from these influences. Protecting your imagination requires discernment. Choose to engage with people, content, and experiences that uplift you and inspire you. The more positivity that you allow into your life, the less room you have for negativity to take hold. Remember, your imagination is a reflection of what you feed it. If you consume negativity, it will dominate your thoughts. But if you feed your mind with uplifting ideas, hopeful visions, and faith-filled affirmations, your imagination will naturally align with the life you desire. Think of it as nurturing a garden. The more care and attention you give the good seeds, the more abundant your harvest will be. Removing negative thoughts is not a one-time act. It is a daily practice. Each day presents new challenges and opportunities to either succumb to fear or choose faith. Be intentional about starting your day with gratitude and ending it with positive reflection. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, while reflection helps you recognize areas where negativity may have crept in. By cultivating these habits, you create a mental environment where your imagination can thrive. Your imagination is too precious to be clouded by negativity. Guard it fiercely. Nurture it with faith and watch it as it becomes the source of your greatest creations. As for removing negative thoughts, you may make space for the divine to work through you, transforming your dreams into reality. You must act in faith. Imagination, no matter how vivid or powerful, requires action to bring it to life. Faith without action is like a bird with one wing. It cannot fly. To manifest the life you desire, you must align with the vision you hold in your imagination. This act is not born out of doubt or desperation. It is an expression of unwavering faith, a declaration to the world and the Creator that you believe in your vision. Acting in faith means moving forward as if your dreams are already accomplished. Imagine the life you desire, the success, the relationships, the peace and abundance. Now ask yourself, how would someone who already has these things behave? Would they walk with confidence or hesitation? Would they approach challenges with fear or boldness? Acting in faith requires you to embody the mindset and behaviors of the person you aspire to become. When you do this and you align your actions with your imagination, it accelerates the manifestation of your desires. Faith-filled action often starts with small, deliberate steps. What matters is consistency and intention. If you envision yourself in a career that brings you fulfillment, begin by taking steps that align with that vision. Update your skills, network with like-minded individuals, or create a plan for how to transition into this role. Each step is an act of faith, a signal that you are serious about your vision. One of the profound truths about acting in faith is that it creates momentum. Action breaks the inertia of doubt and fear, propelling you forward, even if the path is unclear. It is like driving a car at night. You may only see a few feet ahead of you, but as you move forward, more of the road is revealed. Faith-filled action works the same way. You don't need to see the entire journey. You just need to take the steps, trusting that the way will unfold as you move forward. Acting in faith also means making decisions from a place of abundance, not lack. As humans, we often want to know every step, every answer, and every outcome before we even begin. But faith calls us to release this need for certainty. It invites us to walk forward with confidence, even when we cannot see the full picture. Trusting divine timing requires a mindset shift. Instead of seeing time as your enemy, see it as your ally. Time is not working against you, it's working for you. Each day is but bringing you closer to the realization of your vision. Even if you cannot see the progress, the Creator is never late in His timing. Everything is intentional. He knows the precise moment when you are ready to receive. When you trust divine timing, you free yourself from the pressure to force outcomes. You no longer feel the need to compare your journey to others or measure your progress against arbitrary timelines. Instead, you walk with peace, knowing that your path is unique. Everything is happening exactly as it should. Another powerful aspect of trusting divine timing is recognizing the signs and synchronicities that guide you along the way. These signs may come in the form of unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, or moments of inspiration. They are the reminders that the Creator is actively involved in your journey, aligning circumstances to bring your vision to life. Each step we have explored: clarity of vision, feeling your desires as real, persisting despite doubts, removing negativity, acting in faith, visualizing daily, and trusting divine timing, forms a framework for transforming your life. These principles are not separate, but interconnected, working together to bring your dreams into reality. Always remember, your imagination is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. It is though your thoughts, emotions, and faithful actions shape the world around you. But the journey requires more than effort. It demands trust, patience, and an unwavering belief in the process. The Creator is your partner in this journey, and His timing is always perfect. Your role is to prepare, believe, and take inspired action, knowing that every delay, every challenge, every small victory is a part of the greater plan. As you move forward, hold tightly to your vision. Guard your imagination as a sacred space, free from fear and negativity. Feed it daily with faith, gratitude, and intention. Take consistent steps toward your dreams, no matter how small, and let your actions reflect your belief that what you desire is already yours, even when your journey feels long. Trust that the Creator is aligning all things for your good. The life you imagine is not a distant hope, but a present reality waiting to unfold. Your imagination is evidence of what is possible, and your faith is the substance that brings it into existence. So dream boldly, act confidently, and trust completely. For what you hold in your mind and heart, you will one day hold in your hands.